just my rant about men in America and the loneliness epidemic. They created an environment for us not to be healthy, for us not to thrive. They created it. I'm a retired real estate investor, so I'm very strategic about where I live because there's certain factors you can look up before you leave if they're important to you. I now live in France, part year. Got my visa there, building a business there. And in France, the men and the women, but the men, because it's a patriarchy, voted to make sure streets and cities were walkable and you didn't need a car. They voted for the fact that that is more affordable. And they voted politically for that to be not only more affordable, but which relieves stress on the women, right? Which helps with weight loss and looks and not aging you. They also made sure cities are walkable. In France and all over Europe, I walk an hour to 2 hours a day. Staying in shape is very easy, especially if you've been doing that your entire life, right? We all know the studies, 1 to 2 hours of walking a day is very good for your health and fat burning. So what I'm saying is, all this complaining about being lonely, and they're like, there's nothing but single mothers and fat girls, and they literally did not create an environment for us to be healthy, safe, or not stressed. And the thing is, all of this, we don't point it out that in the patriarchy, they keep voting against mass transportation. And if they're not directly voting against it, they're not doing anything to push this government. We had to force this government to let us sit on buses like that we paid for, our tax dollars paid for, to go to schools that our tax dollars paid for. This government doesn't do anything nice unless you force them. Basic human decency has never been this government. And if you know any of our history, you know that. So when you look at these men and they're complaining, they haven't created an environment for us to thrive. And everyone's looking at this just in terms of the male view, but as someone who has moved strategically for politics that align with them, French politics aligns with me. I love socialist democratic ideals. The society aligns with me. And even in building my business, I don't make as much money. I still appreciate the society I live in because I don't need as much as I do here to survive. You can survive off €1,000 a month there quite comfortably. You really can. I'm not even exaggerating. No car note, no insurance. You just have rent. Food's inexpensive. You can do €200 in food. Like under 1,000 is very doable. And an unlimited metro card or bus card is €60 a month. Like you literally can live quite comfortably off 1,000, but 1,500 to be comfortable with €1,500. And so what I'm saying is stop looking at it as just a male thing. It's a male politics thing. And the more they vote Republican, the more they vote centrist, the more they vote regressive, the more they're creating environments where we cannot be in optimal health and looks or soft. So let's really start looking at the politics of men in this country. They failed. Right now, I can move to a country where the men have not failed, and I did. And I like those societies better. They failed here and they continue to fail. And we need to start talking about this because you're not looking at the bigger perspective that this is the society they created for women, and they're wondering why we don't want to continue the society that they failed in making a good place for us.